Okay guys, I think it's time to discuss the parenthesis matching in stack. Okay, so first of all, let me go for as to include stereo.h. After that, I'll go for the main function, and okay, so I'm writing clean code for you to understand. I don't want to include anything before, right? I'm writing a very clean code so that it will be helpful for you to understand how to approach a problem, right? So here we are going to do the parenthesis matching. Okay, we are going to match the parenthesis, and we have seen the algorithm in the previous video itself. Okay, we are just going to implement that algorithm. That's it. Okay, you know the algorithm, right? If you don't know that, please go back and watch the video. If you have forgotten, also please go back and watch the video and come back here. Okay, and first of all, we should have push and pop, right? So let me go for our push and pop function, which we have written in the first program itself. Let us copy this. Okay, so push and pop, and we have to slightly modify this push and pop. I'll tell you why. Okay, then I'll go for declaring this stack. So I'll say a character stack, guys, because it will not have the hold the integer. It's gonna hold characters. We know that, right? We are gonna push the opening parenthesis, so that's why it's a character. Let me go for 100, and let me say character stack, and let me say top is always an integer, so let me say top, that's -1. Hold on, that's -1, and yeah, that's it. You need the size also. Let me go for it 50. Yeah, the stack is again in a temporary usage here, so you can give any size, doesn't matter. Fine. So here again you have to make some modification. Here let us make it as char, because it's gonna get the character, not the integer. For example, it's gonna get the opening parenthesis, right? So it's a character. Okay, so you have to make it character, and stack also holds only characters. Okay, void, no problem, and make it percentage %c. Okay, then only you will be knowing that will be printed. If you still make it percentage %d, then ASCII value of this character will be printed. You know what is ASCII value, right? For every character there is a unique number attached to it, that will be printed ASCII value. Okay, okay, I think this code will work. Here also, yeah, here you have to make it percentage %c. Hold on. All right, so let's call these functions. Let's implement our algorithm inside the main function, or let us write one more function, say void check, to check whether a string is balanced or not. All right, so yeah, so I think I should leave some space so that you can see that. Okay, so let's say printf, enter the expression for which you have to check whether the string is the expression is balanced or not with the parenthesis. Okay, so enter the expression. So scanf, let me store it somewhere. It's %d and sorry, s, of course. And we have seen that you are getting an expression. It's basically a string. So let me declare that here. Okay, I'll say char string. Okay, let's have 120. You can give any size, it doesn't matter, because string okay, the maximum you can give up to 120 characters. Okay, fine. So scanf, and here let me store it string. Okay, so what I'm basically doing here is I'm getting the expression and storing it somewhere called string. Okay, and I've declared that here because same reason, guys. I just want all the functions to access it, so I'm declaring somewhere there. I could also declare here. In those cases you have to pass the string also to the function if you want that particular function to access that string. Okay, and scanf. Okay, and after that you can call the check function. Okay, and here I'll pass the string. That's it, I hope. Okay, and let's do everything inside this check function. Okay, you don't need to pass the string. Okay, let me pass it, and let me get the string here. I'll say or you don't need to write, because you've already declared that, so there is no need to pass the string. Let me just call the function. Super. And so what I'm gonna basically do here is I'm just gonna iterate the loop, of course, and starts from let me declare the I variable here. Okay, so I'm just gonna iterate the loop starting from 0. It should go up to the end of the length of the string. We have seen this in the previous algorithm, right? So it should go up to the end of the string. Okay, so here I should have let me have one more. The header file. So hash include string dot h, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. The header file to have this function strlen, right? Here I have to pass the string variable. Then I have to use the increment operator. So this for loop, you know what it will do, right? You know it's gonna iterate from the start of the string to the end of the string. In each case, I'm just gonna get that character, and if it is a opening parenthesis, then I'm gonna push it into the stack. If it is not an opening parenthesis, I'm just gonna ignore that. Okay, it's very simple, guys. Check whether the character string of I, that's the character, right? Single character is string of I is nothing but the index value. Character is equal to the opening parenthesis. Okay, then you push the string, that's it, push the character. Else else if you can use else if string of I is a closing parenthesis. Okay, so if it is a closing parenthesis, then what you can do, you can just pop it, right? You can call the pop function once, right? All right, so this is what you should do. Okay, and after performing this particular operation, if the stack is empty, which means top equals to -1, if the stack is empty, then you can print printf, we can print stack parenthesis is balanced or balanced. Let me go for a single word, balanced. All right, so else unbalanced, right? You know this, right? We have already I already explained you the algorithm. I'm just implementing here. If you didn't understand this, please go back and watch why I'm writing this. I'm checking whether the stack is empty. If the stack is empty, it means it's balanced. Okay, I'm pushing the closing parenthesis to the stack. If an opening parenthesis is encountered in the string, I'm just popping the opening parenthesis and checking whether the stack is empty. If this empty, balanced, else it's unbalanced. I have explained this algorithm in the previous video. You can go back and check if you didn't understand this. Okay, I think it's done. Okay, I think that's a semicolon error here. Yeah, sorry for this. Okay, enter the expression. So let me go for a very simple expression, a plus b balanced, because yeah, you can see you have pushed two opening parentheses and you have popped two yeah, popped the those two. Whenever there is an closing parenthesis encountered, you have popped those two and you say this thing is balanced. Okay, let me check with an unbalanced example also. Okay, and let me say I have three opening parentheses and I have only two closing parentheses. In this case it's unbalanced, right? Yeah, it is unbalanced. Okay, so yeah, you are having three opening parentheses, so you are pushing three, but you are encountering only two closing parentheses, so you are popping only two, so one will be there in the stack is not empty, so this is unbalanced. Okay, so like this you can check whether the string is balanced or not, and this is one of the wonderful applications in stack. Thanks a lot, guys.